Virgin Voyages' newest ship, Brilliant Lady, here she is, has officially sailed right into Miami. The 110,000-ton vessel cruised into PortMiami just yesterday for her highly anticipated South Florida debut. She's looking lovely.
Isn't she, though? It is a monumental day for a Brilliant Lady. She kicks things off with an 8-night cruise headlined by Grammy-nominated artist and culinary creator, Khalees. And all of us here are very excited because there's this man right here, that none other than Sir Richard Branson, joining us live to talk about not only the ship but other things. Is there a certain way to curtsy a knight? Are we doing this correctly?
Well, I actually.
Oh, look at that!
Wow.
Such a gentleman. Look at that.
Yeah, it's exciting. We're
Absolutely. Brilliant Lady. Why did you call her Brilliant Lady?
Because she's brilliant.
Okay.
No, she's our fourth ship. She's sailed all the way from Italy via Canada, via New York, and now we actually have 4 ships operating out of Miami. And she's built slightly differently than our others, so she can go through the Panama Canal. So we can actually go up the other coast, San Francisco, Canada, Alaska. But for the next 6 months, all 4 ships will be operating out of Miami.
And we love that,
Yeah,
by the way.
that's so fantastic.
And we set up, I mean, I've never thought I would go into the cruise business, but we were trying to think, why would I and my friends not go on a cruise ship? And I think about 90% of people watching generally will not go on cruise ships. So, and we decided that if you made it an adults-only cruise ships,
Right.
that a lot more people would love to go, and I think we've been proven right.
Yeah.
And it's we can make it a really fun
Coming from
experience.
2 moms who adored being with their own kids, we understand. We
The
get
adult
the
time.
adult-only thing.
Yes.
We completely understand that. So we know that AAA has been predicting that there's going to be huge demand when it comes to cruising and sailing. Why do you think that is? What is it about cruising, especially here out of Miami, that just keeps people coming back?
Well, for Miami, it's obviously the best place to go cruising from. I mean, you just got, I live in the Caribbean, in the Virgin Islands, and our cruise ship's going to be, going from here to the British Virgin Islands in the next couple of days. I'm going to catch a lift, and you just got so many wonderful destinations to go to out of Miami. And what we've done on Virgin is we've got fantastic restaurants, but no buffet service. So that we just got a new Spanish restaurant on Brilliant Lady. Incredible shows. Last night they surprised me. They did a show called Red Hot, which was.
Tell us all about that.
Were you out there dancing?
Well, it was a sort of look at my own life, but it was concentrating on all the artists that we signed. So they had Spice Girls, they had Rolling Stones, they had David Bowie, they had all these different artists, Boy George, in the show, and yeah, I definitely had a tear or two in the eye.
You live an extraordinary life, but it's not just the cruise ship industry. You're also into space, Virgin Galactic, and I remember many moons ago I interviewed you at the very beginning of this venture, and you said you'd take me to space, Sir Richard. So I am still waiting for my seat. But talk to us about what space tourism is going to be like.
Well, it's already started. I mean, I was lucky enough to go up, and it was an absolutely extraordinary experience. It was the most extraordinary day of my life, and I was lucky enough to have my grandkids there, and my grandson knows that I was a pirate dumped on an island when I was 18, and by bad pirates, so he sort of pulls me down and whispers to me, Papa, you're going to be the first pirate ever to go into space. But anyway, it was a great day, and I think that there are thousands of people watching this program who would love to go to space one day, and it's up to us to build enough spaceships to bring the price down to enable people to do so.
Can it be made affordable? Can it be made affordable?
It'll take time because it's not a cheap thing to do. But I think in time, we're going to be manufacturing really quite a lot of spaceships. In time, we should be able to get the price down.
All right, we are back with Sir Richard Branson, who is here for the PortMiami debut of the Virgin Voyages Brilliant Lady cruise ship.
That's right. Before we let you go, as promised, we're going to ask him a few rapid fire questions. So the first one is, who is the last person you texted?
This
shouldn't be complicated.
You said you were going to ask me if the last famous person I texted.
Yeah,
Right.
hey, that's even better.
President Zelensky, it's a bit of name dropping. We're helping as much as we can. The Ukraine war is the only war in my lifetime, which I think is that we're 100% justified in being involved and helping Ukraine, and I help him with his foundation, and we're trying to get prosthetics for hospitals there, and we do a lot of work trying to make sure that America and Europe stay committed and help him.
I got to be honest, I wasn't expecting that profound
I wasn't
of an answer.
either.
That's always impressive.
But
yeah.
while you are name dropping, who is your inspiration? Who inspires you?
So, talking about name dropping, the Archbishop Tutu was somebody that was a wonderful man from South Africa, and he used to say, "Oh dear, Richard, people always accuse me of name dropping." He said, "Only last week I was at Buckingham Palace, and the Queen said to me, 'Arch, you're such a name dropper.'"
You're the Queen.
He was joking, but I must admit that Africa had magnificent leaders like Archbishop Tutu, Nelson Mandela, Kofi Annan. These were people that we could really look up to and admire. And I was lucky enough to work with them in setting up an organization called the Elders to try to help with some of the problems of the world.
Always helping.
I love that. Yeah, we can highlight your philanthropic work here in this discussion. Let's talk about words to live by.
Words to live by. Well, we have a slogan at Virgin, which is just be the reason that someone smiles today. And I think, we were talking about it actually as we were waiting for the show. Imagine if every customs officer you went through was smiling and cheerful and welcoming you into their country. When you do come across one that does that, you just feel so good. But that should apply to all of us. If we can just, be the reason that someone smiles today, we'll feel good, they'll feel good, and I think that works.
The power of positivity. And we do want to say congratulations. You're going on 50 years with your lovely wife coming up. So that is an accomplishment as well.
Yes, congratulations.
We're lucky.
Absolutely.
It's worked out well. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. It's been such a pleasure.
Pleasure.